A big guy landing a sleigh on your roof probably won't destroy your home, but there are plenty of other holiday hazards that could cause a very big mess. Joining us from Washington, D.C. is John Drenningberg, Director of Consumer Safety at Underwriters Laboratories, an independent safety science company. John, thank you for being with us this morning. So you're at the National Christmas Tree, and Christmas trees, of course, a big fire hazard. What do we need to know to make sure our trees don't go up in flames?
Well, certainly there are a lot of traditions associated with the holidays, and there are old traditions and new traditions, and UL is there with their new science working on the new traditions and innovations to help keep us safe at all times. The reality is the old tradition is some of the best. The tree, for example, what you want to do is make sure you have a fresh tree in your home. Run your hand along the branches. If you end up with a handful of needles, that tree is way too dry. And once you find that fresh tree, make sure they cut an inch or two off the base of the tree. That gives you a fresh cut. It helps the tree to absorb water and stay fresher. We've done research on that, and a tree that's well watered burns a lot differently than one that has been dried out completely. Once you get it home, it's your job to make sure that you put water in that tree stand at all times. Every day, check it out, add water. But remember, trees last only about 4 weeks, no matter how well you keep them watered. So you have to plan your festivities around it. Yeah,
Wow.
it's something that many people don't realize.
Yeah.
And the same kind of thing is interesting to people. When you put decorations on your tree, certainly you want to make sure that they're not broken or frayed.
Right.
Take a look at them when you bring them out of storage. Look for cracked sockets, frayed wires. If you see that, throw them away. Don't even bother trying to fix them. Make sure that you get UL certified decorations. They're relatively inexpensive and it's good insurance, but you have to know, if you're going to decorate outside, what decorations you can use and can't use. There are some decorations that are suitable only for indoor use. Look at that UL mark. If it's a green UL in a circle, that means it's an indoor decoration and should never be used outdoors. If it's a red UL in a circle, that means it's been given extra tests at UL for outdoors like rain and cold weather, and that's the kind of decoration that you can use outdoors or indoors if you'd like.
Okay, that's great to know. I never knew that. Well, of course, during the holidays, some of the products we use can affect our indoor air quality, such as candles and things like that. So what can you share about that?
You know, indoor air quality is one of those new innovations that we're looking at. UL uses its new science to evaluate that. The reality is you bring things into your home during the holiday season, you're decorating, all of that is going on in your home, and the indoor air quality can be affected. What we always recommend, if you're going to use candles, make sure you get candles that have no lead in the wick. No lead in the wick helps reduce the amount of pollutants that the candle gives off. Also, if the candle has no scent associated with it, that also is good for your indoor air quality. But nothing beats the LED candles. The LED candles have no flame whatsoever, and the LED candles look very similar to the real candles. And it's something that many people are switching to now because it gives you the same effect optically, but the reality is there's less of a safety hazard and less of an indoor air pollution hazard with LED candles.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, of course, you know, more and more people, they're turning to e-tailers for their holiday shop and doing it online. So how can we make sure that the Grinch doesn't steal our bank accounts?
We certainly don't want that to happen, especially around the holiday season, do we? The fact is, there are many people that are shopping on the internet these days. They're using their tablets, they're using their laptops. What you want to remember is that $25 billion worth of products were sold last year online, and that's increasing every year, and it peaks around the holiday season. Simple things you can do. Make sure you have antivirus software on your computer. Don't click on spam messages, and shop with retailers and e-tailers that you know and trust. That's very important. Now, if you are going to give donations to charities, it's the same thing. Make sure you donate to charities that you know and trust, but if you see a new charity that you're not familiar with, check it out. Make sure it's a valid charity before you send them your money.
Right, yeah, make sure we're doing our homework on that. Well, that's great. Well, so what are some other holiday hazards that we don't really think about until it's too late?
Well, you know, there are many things that happen over the holidays. For example, if you're decorating outdoors, you want to make sure you don't use metal nails or staples. That can damage the wire, and it can actually be a shock hazard to you and also a fire hazard to your home. What you want to do is use these plastic hooks. Plastic hooks are available at hardware stores and home centers. They come in a variety of sizes and shapes. They're easy to attach to your home, and then you just slip the decorations into the slots on the plastic hooks. And what's nice is it makes it easier to take the decorations down after the season is over. Remember, these are temporary decorations. They should not be left up all year round like some of my neighbors do.
Right, right. Well, so just really quickly, how can we learn more about your safety suggestions?
You know, the best place to go is our website, ul.com/new science. It's a great website with a lot of good safety tips, ul.com/new science.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for these tips. Very eye-opening. A lot of good stuff there. Thank you.